Hello, 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 hello. We are back. Week 17. Finishing up week 17 of my challenges. And as if the 6 I was already doing was not crazy enough, I've added another one into the mix. So Darn Twisted. She's on YouTube and on Facebook. She does a bingo card challenge. So each number on the bingo card is assigned something like lace, bookmark, pocket, butterfly, flower, and if you want to play along, you just type in a comment in under the thread, and they'll randomly assign you 4 numbers, and whatever those 4 numbers coincide to on the card is your challenge. So mine this week is pocket, book page, butterfly, and lace. So stay tuned for that video to come out sometime in the next week. And yeah, hopefully I'll be playing along with that every week and doing a video for that as well. But I know I'm crazy. Stay tuned. Challenge 2024. That's where I'm at. It's almost May, and I've stayed true to my word so far. In fact, this is the longest I've stuck to that. Sorry, like an entire motorcycle gang just like drove down my road. I'm like, yeah, my road never has any traffic on it. So to look up and see 5 motorcycles go by, I was like, whoa, what's going on? Okay, so Roxy, Rachel at Roxy Creations this week used decorated cardstock to make 2-page like double-sided decorations. She did like 3 or 4 different designs. I'm only going to do 2 because again I'm working on a small space. If I was to mass produce these, I would definitely do all the different styles that she did. So this has been in my scrap box for a while. It started out as a 12 by 12. I do love the background. I'm not a big fan of the Joy to the World because I'm not a religious person. I've said that before. So I've slowly been whittling this down. I figured that going into the idea book, this is a good place for me to finish this off. I've got like, what says maybe a 5 by 5. Close. 6 by a little over 6. So, like I said, it started out as a 12 by 12. So I still have my edge puncher out from last week. So I'm just going to go ahead and use it rather than getting a new one out. This part is optional, as always. You can leave your edge, straight if you chose. And then this, I'm going to fold just right along there because I want it to I don't want the design to wrap around, which is kind of funny when you think about, I just got done saying that don't really care about it, but and then to add some design element, I'm just going to trim off that little corner there. This is already dark, so it's not going to, the ink isn't going to show a lot, but you can see a little bit of the white core there. So it's not so much about aging in this case, is not so much about aging the paper as much as it is, covering up that white core. Also, I think I'm going to shorten this a little too. Thank goodness for lines to follow. Go ahead and throw that away. And then this one, I'm only going to do 2 because I can only fit 2 on the page. I'm going to fold this directly in half. But you don't have to. It can be offset like this one too if you wanted it to. Now you can see this one. You can see a lot of the color that picks up on there as well as, as well as on the edges. This side I'm going to leave. This side I'll probably add something to. Maybe. We'll see. I also have to be mindful that this is the page for next week. So if I cover a bunch on this page, it limits what I can do for next week. So idea number 1 is a side wraparound. And what she did was glued here and here and made a little tuck. And then on this side, glued down here and here and made a pocket this way. This is a little wider than I would like it to be. It's pretty close to the spine, but again, wasn't even barely on camera. Oddly enough, I didn't want to get rid of the full image, but I'm also going to trim this little tiny piece off here because it's going to get snagged anyway. Same with this here. There. Okay, so going to go all across the entire bottom because the bottom is being glued on both sides. I'm going to run a bead of glue down the center fold and along this top little short edge here. Get that on the paper. Give it a squish and a squish on this side. Whoops. Smacked you guys, sorry. Squish and a squish. So what you end up with is a pocket here, or a tuck. Technically it's a tuck because I'm only gluing 2 sides instead of 3. So tuck there and a tuck here. Now, even though it is going in the idea book, it doesn't have to be decorated. Ooh, my book is upside down. Should have had the clue in by the wording being upside down. But no, did I catch the clue? No, I did not. The labels aren't really speaking to me. Whoops, I just avalanched my prep station. Craft-a-lanched my prep station for another video. Almost feel like my book needs some tweezers. Yeah. Still not speaking to me. Just looking at the different colors here. Nope. Okay. Set this off to the side. Rick's going to leave that. So the other one part is to go over the top, and again, glue in 3 and 3 to make tucks. Now with this, you could also glue it just a smidge above the paper and also create a built-in tab, which is what I'm going to do with this one. So you're going to glue the sides. And because I'm doing this as a tab and it's going to be sticking a little above the paper, I'm going to just put some glue just right there at the fold. This is the back side. This is the front. I mean, not that it matters. You're going to eventually see both sides anyway. So you can see right there is my fold line. Oh, I guess maybe you can't see. It's pretty dark paper. Let's bring this in. Right there is my fold line. So above the page. So I'm creating a tab at the same time. Do the same thing with this over here with the side pocket. Just scooch it out a little bit and then it creates a tag. I didn't do that with this one, number one, because this is my idea book and I need as much grip as I can. But also this isn't very wide. So if I slide that out and make this a tab one, it wouldn't have given me much room. So I'm hoping that whatever next week's challenge is tuckable. Here. Yeah. So I love this image. I'm going to leave it as it is, which is kind of the idea, is to get your decorative cardstock out and just use it as is with very, very minimal need for decoration. So again, what you've got now is a tuck here. and a tuck here. Oops. My glue spread there into the pocket. So just kind of. There we go. So a tuck here and a tuck here. It is technically glued on 3 sides, so probably could be considered a pocket as well. Although pockets don't usually go up, right? Which is why they call those tucks versus pockets. Let's see if I can find something to put on there. Seeking a void. Facing it that way. The right size, anyway. My boys are trying to fly the coop. Okay, I like that one. I'll try to get these all picked up off this silicone mat. Which, as I've said before, is quite challenging. Let's get my fussy scissors out. Oops, I missed a bird. And all I'm doing is just cutting out that white space. Oh, I got to turn my heater off. It's getting very warm in here. And during the week, for the most part, I do my filming with my door open because I'm all new in here. Some occasions I'm filming when my husband's home, in which case I do close the door. But most of the time I have to worry about it, so I don't think about how warm it gets in here with the door closed. I need a glue page because behind me. Okay, I want to add some ink here. Okay. And then, whoops. Come here, birdie. You dropped my bird. this birdie, I'm going to put right there. So pretty easy little project this week from Roxy, Rachel at Roxy Creations. I was watching somebody else. I think it was Tina, and she kept calling Roxy. Why do I keep calling her Roxy? Well, because her channel is Roxy Creations, but her name is Rachel. I do the same thing. I catch myself all the time just calling her Roxy, and I'm like, that is not her name. Her name is Rachel. Week 17. Yay! I like the easy ones, especially when I'm feeling blah. So again, you have a tuck here. You have a tuck here. You have a tuck here. And a tuck here. And this is also a built-in tab by going a little above the page. Or you can go on the outside of the page and create a tab out here. Choice is yours. So fingers crossed for next week that it's something I can tuck, something I can tuck. If not, we will figure it out. Stay tuned, and we'll see what Rachel at Roxy Creations brings us for next week. Picture for the thumbnail. So hit the subscribe, like button. But if nothing else, hit the notification bell so you know when my videos are coming out. And in the meantime, we will catch up with you guys later. Bye.